All right, today we're going to be showing how to set up a field in Fusionware. The first thing we're going to do is go into our settings, customer, vendor, growers, and fields. I've already created a master field. You can see we're going to go into this potato field. This is a physical geographical location. This is our master field. We've also put in latitude, longitude, so we'll be able to show that in the map. But our products are going to go in down here. This is our lot. So when you're going to be running a lot for each crop year or each specific variety, and anything that's going to have a separate lot, you're going to create down here for our plant harvest information. And so I'm going to do 2021. And I'm going to make last year's lot inactive, so we don't have that popping up. And we can hide that. Now we have a block ID. This is used for if you have multiple growers tied to a block and you're doing averaging to help identify that. And description, this is a free-form text field. You can type whatever you want in here. And then we have commodities. And this is, of course, a russet. And we're going to be planting Burbanks. And then our total number of acres, we have it set at 133. And this is going to help us keep track of planting and harvesting. But first we need to access all of our features, we have to click the plus sign. And that then saves this line. And so now we have action. We have access to all the different functions. So whatever planting data we want to put in, how many acres were planted on what date, and all of that, we can go in and then put in harvest data. And so let's say we planted 50 acres today. We're going to add that. So now that shows how many acres we have left to plant. If we want to put in chemical data, we can do that when we've applied. And now we have a lot breakdown that we can go in and analyze based off of our orders and what's been packed, what's in our storages, and between tear and shrink, and come up with a yield per acre. That's an important aspect to growing, and so we have all these other options on our estimations for yield. If we're doing, say, alfalfa and we're doing multiple cuts, we can go in there and create a new lot for each cut and help identify it by that specific cut. There's a ton of options in here, more than most use, but some find all these options very helpful. And all of that leading down to our cost per acre, another beneficial tool for us. So that's everything for that lot. And when we start pulling that out to produce that and putting it into storage, or running it through production, then this is where it's going to be grabbing it from. So really quick, wanted to show the mapping feature, which is can be fun and exciting. The first thing we need to do is find a latitude and longitude for the general area. It doesn't need to be specifically that field. But once we have this put in here, we can click on this pin icon, a map pin icon. And that's going to pull up this map. Typically, it's going to be more of a zoomed out area, and then we're going to zoom in to this field specifically. And we have this set on satellite. We're going to go in here to our map options. We're going to select 2021. And now we're going to geolocate this field, and it is going to give us our specific measurements. And we can see we messed up a little bit. So I'm going to move that right there. But just as we click, you're going to see it's going to start calculating our acreage. And so typically you're going to have this. This may be more helpful for some of the larger farming operations, dealing with hundreds of pivots. And this is an easy way to capture that data if you're in a corporate location and don't have immediate access to specific acreage. This is a way to go in and add that. I'm still going to keep it 133 because I know that's what it is. So now that we've saved this, we can go ahead and go to all of our fields. And if we zoomed out and we had multiple fields in here, you can see how we could identify the different lots that we're going to be pulling from. Just a fun little feature we're going to collapse this by clicking the map icon. And so now we've added this field, previously having created the master field. Now we have our specific product that's been planted and harvested. And that is how we set up a field in Fusionware.